Alrighty, it's Luxury Fred. It is day 2 in St. Augustine, Florida, and second vlog of this trip. First, why am I here in St. Augustine? I'm here to learn more about the Players Championship, which is an incredible golf event that's held each May at TPC Sawgrass. Of course, I'm going to be visiting tomorrow and then playing on Thursday. The tournament is kind of like the Super Bowl of golf. It's a 5-day event that has not only a huge golf tournament, but music, food, fun, kind of a big party, just like Super Bowl, all kinds of activities going on around the tournament itself. The tournament is very important in that it has the highest prize money in professional golf of any of the tour events. The winner gets this year, I think it's a little over $1.8 million. In addition to the money, the winner of the event gets all kinds of automatic exemptions and invitations to compete in other events, and exemptions in that they are able to compete in events even if they don't qualify score-wise for that event itself. It gives them kind of immunity to continue playing on that professional level if there's someone that isn't someone that's already on the tour. I'm not sure if all that is correct, but I'm sure some people will comment if any of what I just said was wrong, and please correct me, let me know if that was not correct. So I'm here in St. Augustine to learn about the event, to play the course, and then to just check out the local area. Been able to do some fun tourist stuff. Today we visited the Fountain of Youth, which was pretty cool. You know, it's a little touristy, but there's a lot of history there, and they've really kind of turned the area from kind of a roadside tourist attraction into a very educational museum. They've reconstructed a lot of the buildings. They have reenactors there that do different demonstrations and things like that. So actually it was kind of fun and kitschy to actually drink some water from the Fountain of Youth, but it was also fascinating to see the historical aspect of it, because this is St. Augustine, the oldest city in the United States. The city was established by the Spanish in the 1500s and was before almost 100 years before Jamestown, and also well before the Pilgrims came to Massachusetts, or what would become Massachusetts. I talked yesterday about my hotel issues. Again, I'm here to write about this and kind of cover this event, and I want to stay in a nice place and, you know, want to experience all the cool luxury things like I do wherever I travel. Unfortunately, I was booked into the Hilton Historic Bayfront St. Augustine, and for some reason, even though the hotel has Bayfront in its name, I was not given a Bayfront room. I was given a parking lot front room. The room itself was, you know, just little dirty things, hairs on the towels, some hairs on the bed, chipped paint and things like that. Just was not feeling the whole situation. There was also construction noise outside, so I was forced to keep the patio door closed because they were jackhammering and building something a block or so away, even at 2:30 and 3 o'clock in the morning. Anyhow, I was lucky enough to be upgraded and leave that hotel, and I'm now in a beautiful, historic, luxurious, just an amazing hotel called the Casa Monica, which was actually built in 1888 and kind of was part of the whole old Florida Henry Flagler land boom time, things like that, like the Breakers Hotel in Palm Beach, like the Boca Raton Hotel. Just beautiful, big, solid Spanish-style building that takes up a whole block here right in the heart of St. Augustine. I'm in an amazing two-story suite called the Anastasia Suite, and I'll do some other videos and do a tour and things like that. I'll show it to you right now. So down here is the downstairs real quick, and then there's a spiral staircase that goes upstairs to the bedroom. Just very beautiful and luxurious, beautiful lobby. They sent up some champagne for me. Just night and day difference between the previous accommodations. So I'm extremely happy and just having fun, enjoying all this. Wanted to talk just a little more about what we did today specifically. After we left the Fountain of Youth, we had lunch at a cool little place called Taberna de Caballo, kind of in the old historic core with the little streets with no cars on them. I'm not sure what you would call it here in St. Augustine. And the lunch was really good. Time-wise, unfortunately, we were limited, but just had a couple of amazing things, and we did have a chance to meet the chef. And just, you wouldn't expect food that good from a little place like this. We had a couple different kinds of flatbread pizzas. We had some ham and cheese on some crackers and things like that, and some sliced chorizo sausage, which was also amazing. Just cool little kind of appetizers and little bites, but just each one was incredible and very delicious. So I would highly recommend it. Taberna de Caballo. After we left there, we did something that was one of the most fun things that I've ever done. We went to the St. Augustine Alligator Farm and the Crocodile Crossing, which is a combination of a kind of wild animal park with every kind of crocodile and alligator you could think of, and just some huge lakes that were filled with crocodiles and alligators, like enormous ones. You know, hundreds of them. And the cool thing there is we did something called the Crocodile Crossing, which is a zip line above the crocodiles. And I had assumed or had thought that it was kind of, when I picture a zip line, it's kind of a gentle, long, continuous thing, and you get on a wire somehow and you kind of zzz, through. And it had elements of that, but the cool thing was half of it was kind of like an obstacle course. And the obstacle course was like walking this wire 50 feet above alligators. Everything was safe. They gave you a whole safety harness. And again, I shot some great video there. So you had a safety harness and you had two safety hooks that clipped on to safety lines that went above the things that you were walking on. So if you were to fall off, then it would catch you. And then half of the course took about an hour to go through. Half of the course was, 1 minute, 2 minute long things where you actually put the zip line thing on the line with the wheels on it and zzz, went through the air like that, and that was fun. And then the other half was, rope ladder type things and tight ropes and kind of wire and wood bridges over the alligators that, moved around like this. And again, you held on to the safety line above and kind of went across it. But just interesting and fun, and just a very cool experience, and probably something that, had I come here myself, that I typically wouldn't do. So that was amazing. Again, that was the Crocodile Crossing at the St. Augustine Alligator Farm. And again, I'll have other video segments that show just that. So after that, we went to the World Golf Village, which is a huge golf resort with multiple golf courses, residential developments, beautiful hotels, shops, restaurants, an IMAX movie theater, all kinds of stuff, as well as the World Golf Hall of Fame. So we were able to take a quick tour of the World Golf Hall of Fame, which was fascinating, with all kinds of memorabilia from every famous golfer that you could think of, as well as all kinds of historic exhibits and things like that about the history of the game. That was actually fascinating. Then after that, we went to a wonderful dinner at the Renaissance World Golf Village Resort, which is a beautiful luxury hotel at World Golf Village. And we ate dinner at the Italian restaurant in the hotel, which is called Villaggio. And it was our little group in a private room with one of the executives from the hotel, and another amazing, delicious, wonderful dinner. Started off with a great Caesar salad, and then had a wonderful New York strip steak. Just delicious. And that concluded day 2. And it makes me tired just talking about it. So tomorrow, we have more things planned. We are headed to the actual TPC Sawgrass course where they have the Players' Championship. And we won't be playing tomorrow, but we're going to take a tour of the course and see some of the new development that they're doing there, see some of the construction, and kind of learn about the course, which I think will be very interesting. We're also doing some other golf experiences. There's a golf school that they're giving us some lessons. We're going to be using a golf simulator, and I think that's it. And then I'm sure lunch at a great restaurant and dinner at a great restaurant as well. So this is Luxury Fred signing off from the luxurious Casa Monica Hotel here in St. Augustine, Florida, and where I'm here to learn about the Players' Championship.